During the 1940s and 1950s, Red Fox became a fixture on the black entertainment circuit, performing in clubs that welcomed artists excluded from mainstream stages. These venues gave him creative freedom, and he used it to craft material that was raw, honest, and unapologetically adult. His comedy albums, distributed mostly through independent channels, gained massive popularity through word of mouth. Though radio stations avoided them, audiences embraced Foxx's willingness to address race, relationships, and social hypocrisy with brutal clarity. He wasn't simply telling jokes, he was documenting lived experiences that many recognized, but few dared to voice publicly. This era cemented his reputation as a comedian's comedian, someone who pushed boundaries without concern for approval. Future stars like Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy would later acknowledge that Foxx paved the way for their own creative freedom, proving that truth, even when uncomfortable, could resonate deeply. Breaking into television with Sanford and Son, Red Fox's career reached new heights in 1972 when he starred as Fred G. Sanford in NBC's Sanford and Son. Adapted from a British series, the show arrived during a time of social change and quickly became a cultural milestone. Foxx's portrayal of the sharp-tongued junk dealer was exaggerated, hilarious, and deeply human. His chemistry with Demond Wilson, who played his son Lamont, created a dynamic that felt authentic and relatable. For many viewers, Sanford and Son was their first time seeing a working-class black family centered in primetime television. Foxx's comedic timing, expressive physicality, and signature catchphrases made him a household name. Beyond the laughs, the show challenged stereotypes and expanded representation on television. It wasn't just entertainment, it was progress wrapped in humor, and Foxx stood firmly at its center. Standing firm behind the scenes. Behind the camera, Red Foxx was known for being outspoken and uncompromising, especially when it came to fairness and respect. He frequently clashed with network executives over creative control, compensation, and how black performers were treated in the industry. While some viewed him as difficult, others recognized him as a pioneer, demanding equity in a system that often resisted change. Foxx understood his value and refused to be silenced or minimized. His insistence on dignity opened doors for performers who followed, helping shift industry standards little by little. Though these battles took a toll on his career and relationships, they also earned him admiration from peers who saw him as fearless. Foxx didn't just perform on screen, he fought behind the scenes to ensure that future generations of entertainers would have more agency, more opportunity, and more respect. Love, marriage, and personal complexity. Red Fox's personal life was as layered as his public persona, marked by 4 marriages that reflected different stages of his journey. His earliest marriage, during his struggling years, ended quickly under the strain of ambition and instability. His second marriage, to dancer Betty Jean Harris, became a long-term partnership, both emotionally and professionally. Harris stepped away from her own career to manage Foxx's business affairs, playing a critical role in his financial success. However, years of strain, trust issues, and infidelity eventually led to a painful separation. His third marriage, a high-profile union marked by age differences and cultural divides, ended in public conflict and financial loss. Despite his disillusionment, Foxx continued to believe in companionship. These relationships revealed a man searching for balance between love, success, and personal freedom, often learning hard lessons along the way. A final marriage built on loyalty. Despite declaring he was done with marriage, Red Foxx found lasting companionship late in life with Kaho Cho, whom he married in 1991. Unlike his earlier relationships, this union was grounded in quiet support rather than spectacle. At the time, Foxx was facing serious financial difficulties, including battles with tax authorities that had drained much of his wealth. Cho remained by his side during this challenging period, offering stability when fame and fortune had faded. Foxx spoke openly about her loyalty, emphasizing that she accepted him during hardship rather than success. Their marriage, held in Las Vegas, reflected a simpler chapter rooted in mutual respect and gratitude. Though brief due to Foxx's passing later that year, the relationship represented emotional closure for a man whose life had been defined by extremes. In Cho, Foxx found peace, humor, and genuine partnership. Setting the record straight about Nancy Kulp, late in his life, Red Foxx addressed long-standing rumors about his relationship with actress Nancy Kulp, known for her role on the Beverly Hillbillies. Contrary to speculation, Foxx made it clear that their connection was never romantic. Instead, it was built on mutual respect and intellectual admiration. The two met early in their careers and bonded over their shared understanding of Hollywood's rigid expectations. Foxx admired Kulp's intelligence and subtle humor, while she respected his honesty and fearlessness. He often sought her advice during difficult moments in his television career, valuing her perspective and discretion. Foxx dismissed tabloid rumors with humor, emphasizing that their friendship was rooted in authenticity rather than gossip. By speaking openly, he not only cleared misconceptions, but also highlighted a rare, genuine friendship that transcended stereotypes and industry image-making. Quiet support behind the scenes. One of the most meaningful revelations Foxx shared was Kulp's quiet advocacy on his behalf. During early concerns about whether Sanford and Son would succeed with mainstream audiences, Kulp reportedly defended Foxx's talent in private conversations with industry executives. She believed television needed voices like his, voices that challenged comfort and reflected real experiences. Foxx only learned of her support years later, a fact that deeply moved him. He described her as someone who acted with integrity rather than seeking recognition. This revelation reframed their relationship as one built on trust and shared values. For Foxx, who often felt misunderstood or resisted by networks, knowing that someone of Kulp's stature believed in him meant more than public praise. It was another reminder that meaningful impact often happens quietly, behind closed doors. His final days on the royal family. In 1991, Red Foxx returned to television with The Royal Family, a project intended to reintroduce him to a new generation. Produced in part by Eddie Murphy, the show symbolized both respect and renewal. Tragically, during a rehearsal break on set, Foxx collapsed after filming a simple scene. Initially, those nearby assumed it was part of his act, recalling his famous comedic routines. Moments later, it became clear something was terribly wrong. Foxx's final words reportedly included a plea for his wife, a deeply human moment that cut through the shock. He was rushed to the hospital, where doctors fought to save him. Though briefly revived, he passed away hours later at age 68. The irony of the moment stunned everyone, marking an abrupt end to a career defined by laughter and resilience. A legacy that lives on. Red Foxx's death sent waves through the entertainment world, leaving behind an unmatched legacy. Eddie Murphy, who considered Foxx a mentor, ensured he received a dignified farewell, covering funeral expenses personally. Foxx was laid to rest in Las Vegas, the city that had long been his creative home. His influence remains unmistakable, echoed in the work of comedians who followed his path of honesty and boldness. Foxx didn't seek comfort or conformity. He sought truth, even when it cost him. By breaking barriers, demanding respect, and embracing authenticity, he reshaped American comedy. More than a performer, he was a cultural force who proved laughter could challenge injustice and reveal humanity. Decades later, his voice still resonates, reminding us that comedy, at its best, tells the truth and refuses to look away.